Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Coffee with HDR at 8 o'clock here. It's interesting coffee this morning, but hey, what can I say? Good morning and welcome back to the Fireside Chat with the boys with our special guest this evening. We're glad that everybody can come in here. I know we changed it up on you this week. It is Saturday. I just seen the comments. A couple people said they hope they wake up tomorrow to go to work. Yes, tomorrow morning is Sunday, so if you have to work at the church or you're a priest or whatever, make sure you go to work tomorrow morning. So we are going to go around the horn here for some intros. We're going to start with our guest. He needs no introduction. He's one of the best highly rated mechanics and motorcyclists and iron butt riders that YouTube has to offer. He's extremely talented. His name is Switchin Gears. MJ, we'll let you take it away first for your intro there, and we'll go right around the horn.
Well, that was a great intro, but good job. Of course, Switching Gears, MJ, glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me on the show. I'm very excited.
Great. Bronco. What do you ride, MJ? Can you maybe let people know that?
I ride Road Glide CVO. Called Storm.
Everybody got to ride a little Storm.
Then I got a trailer that pulls behind Storm called Cloud.
Storm.
Nice.
Storm Cloud.
That's good, man.
That's awesome.
First, welcome, MJ. You are king of the branding. We were talking to that before we got on. Look at that. He's got this nice sign in the back, shirt, poker chips, and then you look at the three of us. We're pretty lame, right? Well, Bodine, you have your pillow. There you go.
So the pillow, there it is.
You got a little Bodine pillow, so something's going. You got something going on there. Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. My name is Colin. I go by Bronco Ride on YouTube, and I ride a 2017 Street Glide Special. And take it away, Bob.
MJ, welcome. And I cannot say Colin hit it right on the head, dude. That is impressive. So if you can do a video or come to our place and help with our backdrop, that would be awesome. So hey, huge welcome. I'm Bodine 52. I go by Bob. I have a 2018 Ultra Limited and a 2000 Road King.
You sure you don't go by Bodine 52? I thought you went by Bodine 52. I'm just curious.
What's that?
That's what I call him when I call him.
I know. He always says I go by Bob. It's like I thought you go by Bodine 52, but your name is Bob.
I still have my wife call me Bodine 52. Just saying.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that
one. And good evening, everybody. I am Harley Day Rider, good old friend HDR. Ride a 2018 Road Glide Ultra. And I actually signed my grandson's card. He turned 1 today, and I signed his card, Pappy HDR. So he'll always remember he'll always remember me by my show name.
Is he a sub?
I don't know if he has a YouTube account. He just turned 1, so I think he's allowed to. But yeah, it's a good question. I better call him up later.
Yeah, you need to get that hooked up.
I need to get that straightened out. That's for sure.
Every sub counts.
But I've been trying to get MJ on the show now for probably at least 6 months, on and off. And we just couldn't get everything figured out and everything aligned. But here he is, man, in living color. Can't
been a while.
It's been a while. That's right. So we're going to start off tonight like we do every week, and we have some generalized questions here. The panel does not know what the questions are. They have no idea. They haven't seen, well, I guess you guys seen one. So the first one, it's going to go, Mark, we're going to give you your own questions, and then when you see all, that's for all of us to respond to, and we'll always start with you, being that you're the star of the show tonight. Is that cool?
Hey, sounds good to me.
All right, let's go ahead and start it off here. Here's your first question. Why did you start a YouTube channel? And what kind of growth are you hoping for from your channel?
Okay, and I think, like a lot of people, I started my YouTube channel just by watching channels like all you guys' channels and so many other moto vlog channels out there. I was fascinated how people could get on YouTube and give you so much advice and so much encouragement and so much help. I just wanted to give back. So one day I bought a GoPro and I started trying to record a couple of videos here and there, and what I thought that people could benefit from, like everyone has done that I watch on their channel, kind of helped me out a lot. I go to YouTube for 95% of everything. Before I buy something, I look on YouTube first. What's the reviews, what it goes like. So I want to kind of give back and start doing some of that as well, share some of my knowledge that I have with the YouTube community. Future of the channel, I'm not really sure. I just like to make content that I like to make. I need to start making more. Hopefully, if retirement is coming up, I have more time on my hands so I can get out and do more rides and do more videos and just let the channel grow as it will.
And it's awesome to tell you, and I know we talked, I think it was last Wednesday, we had a pretty good discussion back and forth, but my wife, I bought a new toolbox and I was heading to the garage down to the motorcycle. And she said, "Where are you going with that?" I said, "I'm going to do a little tune up on the motorcycle." She's like, "What?" I said, Hey, don't worry. I've watched Switching Gears. I know exactly what to do. Exactly. So, so there you go. That's how I learned. So, all right, let's bring it up. What's that? Go ahead, sir.
I want to just let you know I got the digital recorder, so thanks for that, because I used your name in vain. HDR told me I need this, so I have to order it.
He messaged me back. He said, "Just told my wife that HDR said I need it, so I'm buying it." So now you have one. That's great.
They make a big difference.
Oh yeah. Colin actually sent me the link for that Sony, so
yeah,
it makes a huge difference.
Got a lot of people in here, Team Wawa, Bodie. Just so you know.
You want to go through and give a sound off to who's in the chat room?
Let's see here that I've looked at. I'll start where I have my cursor at right now. Larry, 68HD, HDAV Traveler, Rocky J, PMAX, Steve Ledbetter. We'll ignore Bodine 52's comment in there about sheets. Daniel S, Payne's Rides, Touring Midwest. And he wrote up earlier about kind of, he's still sore, but hopefully everything it should be. I know I've never broken anything before, so I don't know what to think about any of it. Thanks for asking. So I know he hurt himself pretty bad with his, I believe it was your wrist or your arm, Andrew. So glad to see you're on the mend there. Dusty in the Wind, if I didn't talk, Moto Takahi, I can never pronounce your name right. And he's in France. He said that in the beginning. It's 1 a.m. in France, a true fan. So we appreciate you at 1 in the morning in Paris, wherever you're at over there. And Doug M, Harley 103, welcome, guys. If you missed anybody, I apologize, but thank you all for joining. I know we kind of screwed it up by joining us on a Saturday night. We do appreciate you taking the time, an hour out of your night to spend with us.
Always. All right, this actually came from a viewer today. I was texting. Actually, I'll tell you who it came from. It came from Road Glide Andy. You guys both know him. And MJ, I don't know if you know Road Glide Andy. He's a very, very new YouTuber. He likes to produce about 4 videos a week. On a good week, he pumps out 5. So he's, like I said, very new. Do you ever have a thought on a topic? Because he called me about a topic the other day, and I said, don't even do it because you're going to ruin yourself on the bike. And all of a sudden you have a thought that says, man, I better not do that because there's too much controversy around that and I might lose subs. So go ahead, MJ, take that one.
I would say yes. I mean, everything now is so political. You got to be kind of careful with what you say and don't say. And even though you may mean well, it could offend some. I do think that there's inherent responsibility of just some of the information that you do put out and don't put out. So yes, I've had a lot of thoughts. I'll say, well, maybe I should talk about this, or I want to bring this up. But you kind of walk that fine line with today of just trying not to offend people. People seem to get so now they get offended easier. So I think a lot of topics, I just try to stay neutral with a lot of my decisions on topics I put on my videos.
Oh God, everybody gets offended.
Yes.
I know, right?
We're too sensitive of a society.
Seriously,
I agree.
You mispronounce a word, people like go ape shit. And so to answer your question is, no, I mean, normally I don't go out saying I'm going to be controversial today. I mean, I stay away from politics and religion. I very rarely, I'm very opinionated on certain things, but I kind of keep away from it because it honestly just pisses me off that people struggle getting along and they can't separate. their opinions from true friendship. And I can't stand that. I mean, that's like one of my biggest pet peeves is because I've rode with people that have opposite ends of the spectrum, and I don't care because honestly, we're riding together and it's cool and they're good people. As long as they don't like go out of their way and try to preach something onto you, that's where I don't like that. I don't like that too much. Just be yourself and be cool, and you'll get along with me.
Cool.
HDR, I got to say, Steve Street Glide is in, and Steve had a hockey game tonight. And this morning, apparently, you directed him that he can't watch hockey, that he needed to come on the show. So
that is correct. I did tell him that. Yes.
I just wanted to point him out and thank you, Steve. We appreciate that. That's
Thanks,
a commitment
Steve.
right there, right? You know, I'm with Colin. And I think we've talked about it before. I did a video on Hell, Michigan that offended a lot of people or offended some people, and I took it down, and then I did it again and put it back up. So since then, no, I've never thought about not putting something up because I lose subs.
Yeah,
I don't worry about that stuff. And Colin, I think you're right. I love watching people as long as they're yourself. And I'm just like you. If you're preaching at me about something, that doesn't work. Yeah. So,
did anybody ever put a comment on there? Shut the hell up on that video or anything?
Shut the hell. That's pretty good. Shut the hell's front door.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
And for me to answer that question, and Bob brought one up last week. After the stream, sometimes you think in your head like, "Wait a minute," because you asked a question last week, Bob, about have you ever put up a video and later taking it down for any reason? And I said no, I've never done that, or if it's being poorly accepted. So, but honestly, I did, and it's when two political parties were running for president of the United States, a female and a male, and I brought up pros and cons of both, and I brought up like how they're being like babies about everything and how they're fighting, and it was not received at all well. So I do, and I told this person too, don't ever put on there your religious beliefs. Don't ever put on there your political beliefs. Stay clear of that, or really anything in the news, because I told him 50% of your subs are going to believe in you, and the other 50% is going to dump you. So if you want to keep 100% of your subs, just talk about your lights and and your windshields, right? I think that's more important.
Oh, we got some good. The hell you say? What the hell?
The hell you say?
Do this all night.
And I live 15 minutes from hell, so it's a little hotter here than it normally is. So,
you know what? Send some of that heat here because it's freezing here.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, this one, MJ, I wrote especially for you. So I know you do a lot of large motorcycle repair projects. I know I've watched a lot of your videos, and I know I've texted you and said, why in the hell aren't you doing any more? And we discussed that the other night. But can you tell us how you learned to do all these great builds?
Okay. Well, like all of us, started as kids, taking bikes apart, taking go-karts apart, four-wheelers, and just interchanging parts and messing with things. But it wasn't until I was stationed in Texas, I got a great opportunity. My neighbor was a Harley Davidson tech. And I would notice how he would have all these different bikes and different projects in his garage. And I just started going over slowly and working with him. And he started showing me different things and teaching me how to work on the motorcycle from his aspect, looking at the manuals. And I started kind of picking up on it pretty good. I had a good 3 years with him. After that, I transferred again, and I linked up with my local Harley Davidson, which at the time was in Quantico, and got to know those techs down there really well, and just started going by, coming by some of their houses, helping out on bikes and builds. And then I slowly just started working on my own bike myself. And then I started working on other people's bike that I knew in the neighborhood and different things. So everything just kind of compounded on itself and kind of started coming together. I'm actually planning after I retire to attend the Harley Davidson school in Orlando and get my certification and then go.
Oh, that's cool, man.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Then you're moving to Pennsylvania around Pittsburgh, right? So
I
was
going to say, because you can have my bike if you want to learn some stuff.
Yeah, if you want to do some builds, we can drop some bikes.
Kyle, I look at your videos, man. You already got it. I watch a lot of your stuff. Let me make sure I did it right.
That shit's on LEDs.
Hey, MJ, since you do this, how much battery power do you think Colin's bike needs for all that?
I was just looking at that.
Dude, it's silly.
It's gonna be a spaceship. That's good. More light. You can be seen more. I need to put more lights on mine.
His bike is great looking.
MJ, that's a talent, man. I mean, a lot of people wrench on their bikes, and we've talked about this before. The three of us, we're not mechanics, but we play one on TV. I mean, we try. I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't super difficult to do, and the more you learn and kind of teach yourself, it's with any craft, right? So I envy people like you, and honestly, I respect a lot of the guys that can wrench on their own bikes and do the ins and outs. That's very, very cool. And I think all of us try to step up our game and do a little bit more and more each year to help that. Plus, it's going to save a ton of money in labor, right?
Oh, definitely. And then, when you start thinking about it, and I'm pretty sure we all have experienced it. For one, when you go into the dealerships, the wait time to get your bike in is so long. And then for two, depending on the dealership that you're going and the tech that has your bike, sometimes it can be a great experience and sometimes it can be a bad experience. So, when you learn how to kind of do those things on your own, one, it's done right because you're going to take the time to do it right because it's your life on the line. But also, you don't have to wait in those lines. Sometimes I've turned my bike into a dealership and it's been gone for 6 weeks. I mean, that's 6 weeks of riding that you miss. So I encourage everyone to try to wrench on your own bike as much as you can, as much as you're comfortable with. And like you said, Colin, the more you do it, just like with any craft, the better and better you get.
I'll just watch YouTube.
That's what I do.
Watch Switchin Gears Garage.
Wait, I wanted to call message up here again, MJ, so you can say that you recommend anybody should wrench on their bike. Make sure you emphasize anybody.
He's getting me in trouble.
You got me in trouble. I made you buy a digital recorder. I made Bob buy a bike. I didn't make Colin buy anything yet.
You got time. Hey, Jack, Smyrna Cowboys in tonight, and Smyrna was in an accident a while ago and is in a long recovery. So just want to let you know he's in the chat saying hi to everybody. So
yeah, good evening, Smyrna. We're glad to have you in there.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Better?
Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bronco ride. Why were you at Sheets recently on your recent video?
All right,
he's a closet cheats guy. That's why.
That was forced on me, just so you know, because
he wanted a hamburger.
No, I did not. I felt dirty. I left trying to shake off the stank from the freaking sheets, and no, we all met there at they had one centralized, and the five or six ended up being like 15, 20 people that all met there at the same time. It was pretty cool.
You guys started out with 3 bikes, then all of a sudden you met all them people and you had like 20.
Well, I mean, we rode with 5 all day.
Okay.
At one point, they had 3 consecutive rides going on at the same time. And then so everybody split up, but it kind of all showed up at one time.
Oh, neat.
And it wasn't planned that way. Everyone just kind of migrated to Sheets, which I couldn't understand, but so, and then we all kind of went our own way. So
Sheets is the American biker joint. Didn't you know that?
It is not.
Oh, you must love it because you could have edited it out. It's okay, dude. You can admit that you like Sheets. It's all right.
I left that part in specifically for you, Bob.
I know.
That.
So this question, I watched some really great guy's YouTube video yesterday. No, it might have been early this morning. I don't know. I started my day today at 4:30 a.m. So anyway, it was an amazing video. And I was like, really? Do I? Am I? Can I? So all you guys practice your riding skills. What advice would you give to others about practicing riding skills without telling? And I put in the comments of this great person is, I don't like watching people's ride, like to turn left, lean the bike left, turn your head over your shoulder. And I don't want that. But how would you tell them to go about practicing? How about that? Without preaching it.
I'll jump on this one.
Yep.
I don't know if you can do it really without preaching. I would definitely say practicing is very important with anything you do. The more and more you do, the better it gets. For us, being in the military, it's mandatory practice. You have to do certain courses every year to stay certified in your riding skills. A lot of people don't practice, I think, because it is hard. It's like, for me, like stretching. I hate to stretch, but I know I need to stretch. I'd rather run without stretching than stretch. To me, stretching is the hardest. but that's the same thing with practicing. It's kind of hard because you have to dedicate the time to practice to get your skill. I watch a lot of YouTube channels where people are practicing, and I kind of go out in my parking lot and find different things to lean the bike better, to corner, to different things. And I have definitely seen that it helped me in real life situations, especially emergency braking, avoiding situations, not looking at getting fixated on points. These are things that after you drill them in your head so much, it helps you in a real life situation.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Very good way to explain it.
Bob, you want to take this because my dogs are really loud. They're going nuts.
Wasn't it a couple weeks ago that you actually let your dogs out the front door? And they ran
Yeah,
down
let them
the street?
You want to
outside.
hear the dogs in the background?
Yeah,
Let them outside.
let them out. You good now, Colin, or you want me to go? You know what? I will tell you, I do not practice enough. I'm just gonna call it like it is straight, right? I get out and ride and think I'm a pretty decent rider, and I do not practice anywhere enough. Jack, I get it. Sometimes it's hard to watch folks. I think there are 4 or 5 really good channels that I'll watch just to learn, some drills. And then I usually don't spend enough time on them. So I just got to get totally better at that. I think it matters. I worry that something comes across that I'm not ready for. And so I definitely got to get better at that for sure. So I don't know that I can give good advice if I'm not getting it done like I should. So.
Okay. Now my dogs have shut up, so I can pipe in real quick. So I'll mute myself again if they start again. So sorry about that, guys. So do I practice my riding skills as much as I can, actually? I try to do every trip when I come home right before my house. I'll do figure eights and, and then practice my U-turns or like tight turns for like 3 or 4, going a couple circles. And then I think what you said, MJ, emergency braking is kind of like that one that hopefully it never happens. But I mean, it's happened to me once on the bike. So ever since then, I try to kind of stay up on that. Advice I would give you, just practice as much as you can. I mean, I'm planning on taking the Ride Like a Pro. They have one in Maryland, like an addition for slow maneuvering, but I've actually been practicing that, watching other people do that, friction zone and all that stuff. And then now I'm because I'm eventually going to buy in about 3 weeks, I'll be getting another bike, and then I have to learn a total different style of riding. So I'm actually taking a dirt bike riding weekend class where I'm going to learn all around adventure bike riding. So I'm looking forward to that, just to get some, because it's a totally different way of riding a bagger versus an ADV bike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. And the person that created that video that I'm talking about is Bodine 52. It was a very good video, very educational. He starts out showing you a parking lot. And like I put on his comments, the ones I don't like is, and like you said, Bob, there's very good people that do it. Boots and Jeans are very good.
Yeah.
What was the other? Ride Like a Pro is, what the heck's that guy's name?
Jerry Padillo.
Jerry, yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah, I call him Jerry P. And I like watching his stuff too. I don't know, and you guys might chime in. I don't know. Yeah, but if I bought his DVD and sat in my living room and watched it, I don't think it's going to have the same impact that if I would take one of his classes, and him be there and be like, "Hey, us, why are you hitting that clutch going into that turn and dropping the bike?" And I don't teach it because I'm like Bob. I don't learn it enough, and if I don't want to. It's different than Switchin Gears Garage, right? You're in there, you're like, I'm pulling out the cam today, and you've done it 9,000 times. So filming it, and we talked the other night, when you film something, it takes 12 times longer than just doing the job. But so I don't really teach it, but I do need to practice more too. And to Collins, I was saying that Mike Killy 7, he just bought a sport bike, and then he has a touring bike, and he needs to practice on both, right? Because it's way different riding. So don't think because you went out and you rode the dirt bike through the yard 3 times and did 3 circles, you can take your 900-pound bagger and ride it through the parking lot. One last thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just a couple
Go
people brought up some names in here. I don't know if they heard it a second. MC Ryder is a good channel.
Yeah, I've heard of
Oh
MC
yeah,
Ryder.
real good channel.
It's really good. And Robert Simmons, Maurice brought that up. Paying It Forward's a new channel that is really good at slow speed riding. Yeah, it's true. I've actually watched both of them.
And I can't tell you, if you ride two up, practice your slow speed stuff with your spouse or whoever on the back, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you ride with. Colin, you're talking about emergency braking. It was probably 3 years ago now. We were riding down the main drag here in Washington, and somebody's working on a house, and they just backed their tractor right on the road. I mean, like a backhoe. And I had to do an emergency stop with my wife on the back, and she goes, "Damn, I'm glad you went to that basic class." So I mean, it saved our lives, So
yeah, definitely.
Hey, Jack, you said something to me a long time ago that I still remember, which is sometimes watch your videos in a critical eye of how you're riding. And most of the folks that are in the chat have YouTube channels. So go back and watch one of your videos and go, hey, did I take that corner right? Did I, was I positioned right? And I do that occasionally. And I think that helps me as much to see what kind of bad habits I may be getting in or out of.
Yeah, and that was nice when you brought that up in that video, because I still do that today. I still watch my videos. Now, Mrs. HDR calls me a narcissist. She's like, all you like to do is sit up and watch yourself. Ha. I was like, well, one, you have to edit. You can't edit with your eyes closed. And two, I'm watching what I'm doing. So you're right. I think that's important.
I watched this on my last video. I was like, whoa, I took a corner really fast. And I was like trying to read the speedometer. I was like, shit, I'm going 55, 60 around this corner. It's at 30. It's like, oops.
Maybe we all need to put a camera on our speedometers. What would that be like? All right, Mark, do you have any trips planned this year for Storm and Cloud? And are you going to be pulling Cloud through the mighty rainstorms? Storm Cloud.
Avengers.
Great, isn't it? So great.
I'm trying to plan a trip for me and a couple of buddies next month to do the Tail of the Dragon. Believe it or not, I've never done a Tail of the Dragon.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of videos and a lot of people that do it, and I got kind of mixed views on it. I do see the interest in it, but then I do see a lot of dangers with it. So I just never done it yet. So we're planning that next month. Also, I'm trying to plan a cross-country trip. I want to go from here to the West Coast sometime in the fall or the winter. I'm just trying to see if I can get a couple of buddies to ride with me, and then we can get a route down packed, and then also, of course, take some time off work and get everything scheduled. But other than that, that's about it. Just do some riding around here and there. I will be in the Northern Virginia area next week, so I plan to do some more riding up there. Oh yeah, get some.
That'd be cool if we could meet up. Not too far
from. Definitely, yeah. We'll be very close. I want to do some Skyline riding and just some just try to take a lot. It's a lot of back roads in the area that I really want to get on and ride. So that's really about it.
Yeah, he talked about the tail. We're heading to the back of the Dragon. I think a lot of people a couple people in the side chat are for that BAM Virginia area motor vlogger meetup, and that's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're hoping to get these guys now to the tail at the end of June. We're on vacation, but I don't know if we're going to do it. But and here's what I can tell you about the tail of the Dragon is we talked about this today at the party because there were some motorcycle guys there. Here's the problem: is people watch this, and we did it. We watch these videos where assholes are driving up the road and they ride off the cliff. They go around the car. The one guy clearly cuts the car off, and there's something coming. He goes off the cliff. Well, he deserved that, right? There's nothing. We rode it. It took myself and my wife 45 minutes. And I told people, they're like, you should be able to do that in 12.2. It's like, yeah, kiss my ass. That's what I told them. Because the truth is, ride your own ride. We pulled every 3 times and let people around us, but we enjoyed that ride. Man, it took 45 minutes, but it was beautiful up there. So just put that, and anybody can do it, man. Don't be afraid. Pulling your trailer would be way different. I don't know what that would be like, but But yeah, don't be afraid to do the tail of the Dragon. It's no different than any other. The triple nickel is worse than the tail of the Dragon. Way worse.
Really?
Let me see here. Here we go. Okay, so we all talk about this all the time. I know Bob and Colin, we call each other and we pound our heads over every night and we smack our heads off the floor and say, man, we got to make our YouTube channel better, more cinematic, more 360, more buy bigger cameras, buy better equipment, spend 9 hours editing. How do you think you're going to step your channel up and maybe change it, or are you? And I don't know, MJ. I know we've talked about it, but I don't know if you see anything wrong with yours. I know we talked extensively the other night, and your wife's a great camera person. She loves doing that for you. So, you have a little bit of help there, but go ahead, take it away.
Yes, I definitely need to step my game up. I'm not, I don't really do well with technology. I just like to go and do things. So I have started investing more. I know me and Jack, we talk about that a lot. I look at, especially like you guys channel, you got awesome intros, you got good transition between clips, you got multiple cameras. So I'm definitely starting to invest more and start learning more. My problem is I just need to take more time and get the patience sitting down and trying to edit and actually learn. I'm good with buying the merchandise and having all the cool products. I'm not good with actually getting behind and using them. I just got back from a Moto Camping a day. I just went out and Moto Camp the other day, me and my dog. And I planned in my head, I was like, I'm going to record this. I'm going to have these awesome shots of me sitting by the fire and getting inside of my tent. And I probably only did maybe 15 minutes of recording. I just get so wrapped up in the ride and just enjoying myself. So that's one of the things I want to do for my channel, buckle myself down more, work on my editing techniques, work on my delivery, and actually start trying to put together a story. Because I think all of us, when you're making videos, you're trying to put together a story, you're trying to pass that information that you have, you're trying to break it down into small bites so everyone that's watching it can actually digest it and learn from it. So that's what I want to do for my channel, step my game up in doing that and try to become a better post-production person versus what I've been doing recently.
It's funny you said that. We brought this up a while. I don't know. It was probably about 6 months ago. We brought this up on one of our questions. Was, do you always film when you ride? And I can't remember what you guys said, but along the lines of, I'd say we only maybe film maybe 20 to 25% of the time. I think it was you, Bob, that said you did it a lot more, if I remember right. Used to. I mean, like, and honestly, like the other day I did a 6-hour ride and I filmed for 30 minutes. And it was just in a couple bursts. And so it's not like your camera is going to be on the whole time. You just figure as you go in and go, all right, I'll tell a quick story and then move on. The editing, you'll realize once you get your workflow down, it's pretty easy. Actually, it's therapeutic for me. A lot of people hate editing. I love it. Just makes it go quick. So you realize the more you do it, it becomes routine and it doesn't take a lot of time. Am I going to change up my channel? Mine's a little bit different because I've got to figure out how I'm going to incorporate a new bike into the channel. Because right now I just have a bagger and now all of a sudden I got to put an ADV bike in there. So I'm going to kind of have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I haven't 100% decided yet.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah. So, it's still a Harley. I've still got 2 Harleys, but we'll see, we'll see how I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, first, and I missed this, MJ. First of all, thank you for your service. I appreciate.
Oh yes, thank you for your service.
Appreciate that, and don't say that just to say that. That's for sure. I think, and you're right, Jack. The 3 of us have talked about this a lot. To me, it's getting away from just getting on the bike and motovlogging, right? Which I think I did most of last year. So it's people come to because they get to know you. They want to hear what's going on. They also want to be educated. They also, MJ talked about, hey, I got something going on. I'm going to go to YouTube to watch it. And they want to be entertained. So I'm trying to do all 3 of those. I videoed Clockworks windshields today, right? And that was a long deal. But that's a little bit different than I'm used to, a standard motovlog. So just trying to break it up a little bit. We're going to be going on some destination rides. So trying to break that up a little bit, and Colin, I'm excited to see how you put in your new bike into the channel, dude. That's going to be cool. You're going to kill it. I know it.
It's going to be different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I think if you need 2 bike option, Bob's probably the one to talk to because he incorporates 2 Harleys very, very well. He has a great time on both of those bikes. And when Mrs. HR watches him, she goes, I don't know why he just don't sell that damn touring bike because he loves the Road King. She said that he's not a touring bike guy. He's a Road King guy. And I said, maybe, I don't know. But, and I thought, and you would call that bike an ADV. Now, when I rode it the other day, they told me it's a dual sport is what they told me. They didn't say it's an ADV.
An adventure bike.
Adventure. Okay. Adventure bike. So, all right, I got it.
It could be called a dual sport, but you can go off and on.
Okay.
So, I mean, technically.
Yeah, they did tell me that. But and changing it up, guys, I don't know. I changed my channel up, and then I get these comments. You're not being yourself. You're trying to be like that other guy. Why are you trying to put cinematic stuff? You're a moto vlogger, just moto vlog. We want to listen to your stories, and we want to hear your pipes. I put a camera on myself on the handlebars, and this is what I get. We don't want to look at your stupid face. It's ridiculous. We want to look at the scenery and hear the motorcycle. So I think I'm going to start doing videos this year where I just ride, and all you do is hear the pipes and not have any story. They're going to be 3 minutes long, so you won't be bored. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's a big thing. And we talked today. It's funny because I talked to somebody that does music videos on YouTube, and he goes, YouTube is getting to be nothing but a chase for the cash, right? Everybody wants to be monetized. Everybody wants to make the big money. Everybody's trying to, yeah. Everybody's trying to produce something to try to get cash
we're
out of
retiring
it.
next week, guys.
What's that?
We're all retiring soon.
Yeah, right, exactly. I said somebody
Right.
this morning said, just how much money do you make on YouTube? And I told this guy tonight, I said, or at the party, I said, I make usually enough, like for a tank of gas, maybe a tank and a half, and that's fine. And I'm honored to do that. And I'm not looking to make Itchy Boots. We talked about that on my show this morning. Is a different type of moto vlog because she's more of a documentary type person. You know, she's pulling down 18,000 a month, 196,000 a year, but it's different, right? So, but you know, and hey, I would never ride in Africa by myself. I don't give a crap who you are. I mean, she's more of a man than I am. So let me tell you that, you know.
Hey, Jack, don't take the camera away, dude. I need to see you. Come on, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Oh, somebody this morning told me I needed just for men. I'm like, I'm getting bashed on my coffee and Coffee with HDR. Just let people know I've actually lost 5 subscribers with Coffee with HDR, but I do it every week just because I like doing it.
I wonder why. I mean, you do a good job of it, honestly.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I don't know
really
why.
good.
I don't know if people are like, you know, we don't want to see people live. We just want to look at their recordings. I don't know.
Yeah, but skip it, right? I mean, Jack, Colin, and I talk all the time. Dude, you're a master at that. I could not do as well as what you do every Saturday, no doubt. I mean, you do a great job.
I appreciate that, guys. I really do. But yeah, I think I'm a master BSer. That's what it might be.
It's really early.
It's really, hey, Colin,
Before noon, Colin.
Usually I'm
You've
sleeping.
been up that early, right?
Colin, not for most Americans. 8 o'clock is not really early, but
I'm not.
you just work too hard, buddy.
Yeah, he does.
All right, MJ, we're coming out with something now called rapid fire. So these are just simple answers. You don't have to elaborate on them. We try not to go too in depth with it. Most of my questions are pretty straightforward, I guess. So here's the first, and I know your answer to this one because you just did a video. Would you ever try moto camping?
Yes, and I definitely want to add that to the arsenal. I enjoy camping. All the camping I've ever done has been in the military. So now I just kind of want to see the other side of camping, the relaxation and the visiting and the traveling. I stayed this weekend at the KOA in Yemassee, South Carolina. Had a great time, met a lot of people, and it's definitely relaxing for the soul just to get out back in the nature and don't have all your phones and everything ringing and beeping and whatnot. So definitely moto camping is something that I want to start bringing to the channel, and I incorporate in my riding schedule.
Awesome. Okay, so Colin, would you ever try it? Because I know you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's just,
okay.
I'm gonna miss my hotel.
It's hard to get that ADV bike up the stairs in a hotel. They're going to be very mad.
I like my continental breakfast.
Hey, you can have continental breakfast, but it comes in a bag. It's called an MRE, and you just crack
it. MRE.
I don't have time for that. I want my powdered eggs when I go downstairs and a big old friggin' thing of bacon. I mean, yeah, I can cook it myself, but why would I when I have it right there?
Isn't that right, MJ? MREs, man.
Hey, MRE is the way to go.
Bob, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Best Western. You get it. So, but yes, to answer your question, absolutely, I'm going to do it. Yes.
Okay.
Bronco ride, telling it like it is. I love it. You know what? I will tell you, if the two of you said, let's go moto camping, or the three of you said that, I'd go do it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm with Colin. It's a Hilton or a Hyatt or a Best Western.
Damn, bud, where are you staying?
Not happening. But I would try. Jack, you have a video that was with you and your bride a while back that was a fantastic video people should watch if they haven't seen it.
Oh, thanks.
And I think there's a whole channel just there, right?
Yeah, you know what? We have tried it, and I suggest to people, and I get a lot of comments on that, and they say, well, where'd you buy your tent? You know, should I get a 25 by 45 foot tent? And it's like, no, wait, dude, here's what you should do, honestly. And somebody told me this: buy all backpacking gear. We got backpacking, sleeping, but anything you can like walk to the mountains, because it fits a whole lot better on the bike.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it just works. And it's just awesome, guys. I mean, we love hotels too. We've been in millions of hotels across all over the place, really. Even on a cruise ship is like a floating hotel. But there's just something, and I spent a long time in the military, so I was made to sleep in the woods. But there's just something about sitting around a campfire at night and just talking with a cold drink.
Yep, and then you go to the Hilton.
Then you go to the Hilton.
Yeah, that was my
Then you
wife.
go to the
Hey, Jack, you talked about going on a cruise again. Wouldn't it be cool if we could take our bikes with us, so when we got off, we could ride around wherever the heck we're at?
I wonder how they could probably accommodate that. But you know, it would probably be better to rent bikes wherever you might go. You know, instead of dealing with your bike. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, we probably won't come back, so we probably shouldn't do that.
No, this actually came from Coffee with HDR this morning. What this question here is, and I'll try to explain this. So they asked, have you ever just been down? And I know Bob does this sometimes when he rides to hell. You go down and you're like, should I make a right or left? And you're thinking, I don't have a clue where that left goes. Let's go left. What do you think here, MJ?
I got on to say I don't do that often. I like to plan. I kind of like to know what I'm doing. Even before I ride my motorcycle down the road, I kind of take my car down the road first, so I can kind of know what's going on and what's not. But I did say I'm going to start challenging myself more. And instead of planning everything, just go out and do a ride. So no, I don't, but it is something I want to start doing.
Cool.
Those are the best rides, honestly. Just go into places you don't know where you're at and just get lost. As long as you have a GPS to get back.
Yes,
that's true.
But
yeah, hey, I'm with Colin. I think I'm changing. I more and more will turn down that other road. I went out on a ride with two new guys. I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and did a video on it. And we went on a road that I've never been on, right? And it was like 3-hour ride, 4-hour ride. And the whole way I'm going, man, I got to do more of this. This is awesome. I've been missing this, and it's an hour and a half from my house, right? I think, Colin, on your video, you talked about it as well, which is,
I think 80% of
the
80% of the roads I rode on last week when I did that, I've never rode before. And they were awesome. And it was just like, holy crap, I didn't even know these were around here. And they're not huge roads. There might be like 3 or 4 mile stretches, but you can discover some amazing roads just by doing that. Like, hey, let's go left, let's go right. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, I love doing that.
And you guys have seen some of my videos because I do that. So yes, MJ, take that little bite in life and say, you know, I'm going to do the unknown. But I turned down the road one day and I'm cruising down. I got about, I don't know, 5 miles in, all of a sudden it just turned to dirt. I mean, it was nothing but dirt and gravel. I was like, oops. And then I'm turning this touring bike around the middle of the road. And then people comment, I would just road it out. You never know where that road might go. It's like, yeah, but I'm by myself. I don't want to be down on a country road and laying there dead. Just so my commenters be like, he was one hell of a guy. That HDR died out there for us. Yeah, that ain't never going to go on my headstone. That's for sure. All right. This also came from the chat room this morning. I don't actually understand it, but does Mother's Day require a motorcycle ride? So it's going to be Mother's Day tomorrow. That's why we're doing the show today. Do you say, hey, hon, I got to get out and ride?
I don't know. That's a tricky one. I would say
I can't even answer that.
I would say any day you can ride is a good day, but you have to be smart on what day you pick to ride.
You got to be politically correct.
That's right. That's right.
What he just said. Yeah, I'm going to take exactly what you just said. Dead on.
Wow, Jack, that's a good question.
It's a really
Donna,
good-
are you watching the show? No, she's not watching. Of course,
Lori, can I ride tomorrow? She just said, "Yep."
You know what the problem is? Colin, your wife is probably texting my wife right now.
Yep, she's not my
the
mother,
answer is, no way would I ride on Mother's Day. I want it to be the day for my wife, who's been a great mother for my children. That was pretty good,
That's
wasn't
why
it?
we don't need you. We're good.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Hey, Lori, text that to my wife, will you, please?
I will. Colin could go. I'm good on my own. I want a day just me.
Oh, there you go. There you
All right,
are.
Colin, let's go for a ride. That's
There
permission.
you go.
Question answered.
And I told Miss HR this morning. I said, "Well, I think I'm going to ride tomorrow." She's like, "That's fine." She's, "I'm not your mother," and you guys know we're remarried, so we have our combined kids, hers, mine, and ours. But our kid together is the cat. His name is Kitty, and he really doesn't care. I mean, so he just purrs a lot. Colin, I wrote this for you. So MJ, you take this one first. What are your feelings on plant-based burgers?
Ugh. You're the best.
So Burger King has a new thing out. It's called the Ultimate Whopper. So what do you think about that?
So I've tried it, and
Okay.
it's not for me. But I do think it's good that they have those options out there for people with health challenges, or maybe just want to try that. I think it's a good alternative, but I have not tasted a good plant-based burger that will replace meat for me.
All right. Colin, what do you
That was
think?
a very good political answer. I'm not going to be that way. They're
Preach
horrible.
it, Colin. Preach it.
They're nasty. They're foul. They're insipid. They have zero. There's no other way to describe it. And I didn't really want to try that again. When I tried that Impossible Burger, I thought it was like had bacon,
Right.
huge. But no, that wasn't the case. I mean, it's if the vegetarians or the vegans of the world want to eat that stuff, go for it. I grew up in basically the country. I like pig. I like cow. That's the way I am.
Yeah.
Red meat.
Wow. Hey, I can't keep this figure by eating plant-based burgers. Come on, no way. Got a burger. I'm with you, Colin. I don't even know how anybody can do that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
That's right. If you're a little weird and you eat those, that's good. No judging here.
I think you do away with that whole getting to eat the digestive system because the cow eats the plants, you eat the meat, right?
Circle of life.
You can't steal the plants from the cows because then the cows can't produce the meat. So that's not right. We made bean burgers one night on the grill, and it was kind of like a cross between eating sawdust and probably like a horse turd, I guess.
Horse
I had to imagine what it would be like.
Oh, turd.
Oh, that's great.
So just saying, but we put a little salsa on it to try to make it better. It didn't help.
Hey Jack, how did you come up with this? How did you come up with this question? Is Mary trying to get you differently?
No, this was on Colin. This was on one of Colin's videos.
But
Man.
I mistakenly ate a vegan burger and I was like, ooh.
And he was asking me at work if they ever said, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's plant-based." He's like, "Well, I didn't know." The place is called Burger King. It's not called Grass King. You don't go there for grass burgers.
Right.
Possible Whopper does not sound like plant-based.
I know.
Vegetarians are leaving the show to unsub Colin as we speak.
All the vegans, goodbye. Sorry.
Kiss your
Been a
vegan
good run.
goodbye.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Exactly.
No, there's not. If you want to steal food from cows, then go ahead and do that. All right, recliner person or couch person, RJ? MJ. Why'd you say RJ? MJ.
RJ, I gotta say both. I mean, sometimes it depends on what's going on. I would say I lean more towards the couch. I'll pick. I am a couch person because once I'm on the couch, I'm there. It's where I watch TV. Sometimes I mostly sleep on the couch as well. So if I had to pick between two, I would definitely pick couch.
Wait a minute. You introduced me to something last week that I don't think you sleep on the couch a lot. Sorry, I had to throw it out there, buddy.
And the show turns a different.
But if I had to pick, I would probably pick the couch.
I'm like you. I like both. But if I had to pick, I'm probably more of a recliner guy. But I fall asleep more on the couch.
Okay.
So that's probably the best way. But I like them both.
I'm a recliner guy. Simple.
Yeah, we got that new recliner, that motorized recliner, and I told Miss HR she's sitting today, and I said, "How are you awake?" She said, well, I said, "As soon as I hit the recline, I'm out. I mean, it just puts me to sleep."
Is there any rules about letting Mrs. HDR sit on the recliner, or is this a bad thing to talk about the day before Mother's Day? I thought that was your recliner.
Well, there is a nudity requirement. No, there's not a nudity requirement. I'm going to let that just sink in, guys. Okay,
I
let's
set that up good, didn't I?
Yeah, you set that up real nice, man. Why you get me in trouble? All right. Do you tend to
Sorry,
spend more
Mary.
time? Do you spend more time in your garage, or you spend more time in your kitchen cooking?
Garage.
Okay.
Garage.
Garage. Oh,
Thank you. You're so sweet to me. I appreciate that. Thanks for the beer.
Love you, Mary.
Hi,
Sorry,
honey.
Julie.
Hi, Mary. Sorry if there's anything we said that was bad.
She said she loves all you guys. She's going to sit on a recliner. Okay. That was nicer to bring a beer up. Where were we? Oh, I did text you and asked you, please. It's a live show. I can't just leave and come downstairs. That would be
You
rude.
you texted her, bring me a beer, woman. That's probably why she brought it.
I know. And you
My
even
wife,
texted
says,
me.
my wife says, "Excuse me?" Question mark. Right.
You even texted them what brand? All right. So anyway, where'd we get to? Colin, did you say garage or kitchen?
Garage.
Okay. Bob?
Garage.
Yes, garage. Yes, that's right.
What's wrong with you, Jack? You're in the kitchen, aren't you?
You guys know that I have a YouTube channel called Jack's Kitchen, so I have to do a couple videos a year in there, just for my fans,
Do you make plant-based meats on that channel?
No.
Impossible meat on there.
Yeah, I make
That'd be a great video, wouldn't it? A plant-based
Impossible
burger
meat.
by Harley Day Rider.
Today we're going to make hamburger chili without the burger.
Sawdust and horse turds. Is that what
Working out after you get off work or having a beer?
I'm doing both.
Oh, you have a beer when you work out?
I have a beer after I work out.
You, my kind of man.
It justifies how many beers I'm gonna have.
Okay, that makes sense. All right,
Yeah.
Colin,
Work out.
you have a beer on the treadmill?
No, I haven't worked out in a while.
Okay.
I have a very high metabolism, which is cool. So, but beer, I'd have a beer.
Okay, Bob.
Let's see. A beer.
A beer. Well, one day Mrs. HDR come home and I was actually on the treadmill, believe that or not. And I was on the treadmill and I had a can of beer in the holder. And she goes, "What the hell is that?" I said, "Look, hon, they put a beer holder on the treadmill." She goes, "Yeah, no, that's for a bottle of water." I said, "Then why does the beer can fit?" Right. That's a good question.
It's a fair question.
That is
Logical to me.
So that's a man logic, right? That's how we live. All right, Colin, I kind of wrote this one for you. Do you eat to live or do you live to eat? Start off. Go ahead.
Would you want me to start?
Go ahead. You can start since we wrote it for you.
Eat to live.
Eat to live. Okay. Okay.
No, actually, I take that back. I probably live to eat more because I love food.
I know you love food. I
really do. I love to eat. But I'm going to have to scratch my first answer and say live to eat.
Okay. That's fair.
I'm gonna have to say I eat to live. I mean, it doesn't really. I have no preference. When I'm hungry. The first thing I can grab just to quiet my stomach down, and then I'm moving on to the next. I don't really enjoy food. I eat it so fast, it's in and out. It's more of a job.
That's a man that's coming from a man that served MREs for dinner to his wife.
Yeah,
You see why we do the? Oh, she's not watching, is she? I'm sorry, dear. He did not do that.
It's a secret, yeah. But I think, honestly though, I think that just comes from being in the military. You just try to move so quick, and I just want to grab something and shovel it down and get in and out. So I've kind of got accustomed to where I'm not really in. I'm not gonna say I don't enjoy the food. I just eat it just to get it in me because I need to, and then I'm trying to move and do something else.
All right, cool, Bob.
I like Maurice, who says "eat to eat."
Eat to eat.
you know, I think it's eat to live, right? At the end of the day. So
Yeah, I
that'd
think
be my answer.
that's pretty much me too. But I find a lot of times I'm like munching on snacks at night watching TV. I probably shouldn't be doing. But this next one is not going to. I'm not going to take your man card away. And I know you guys are very, very sensitive to your spouses, all three of you. So, do you watch chick flicks with your spouse, like The Notebook or any of those type of movies?
No, not at all. No. No. I've tried and it's hard. No, can't do it. That's why they we have multiple TVs.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't get into it. I mean, I try, but I can't.
No, she doesn't actually usually watch chick flicks.
Okay, well that makes it easier.
She watches, some different shows, but not those. So absolutely not.
Jack, I think you're going to need counseling after this question because Colin and I may just be relentless on this one. Hell no, I don't watch that. I call it out, and I'm with MJ. There's multiple TVs. Plus, she doesn't want me watching that crap anyway. It's like going shopping with me. She doesn't want to really do that. She'll say she does.
Yeah,
and
but
how you know I don't even know what the hell The Notebook means. But by you knowing that movie means that the answer is yes.
Notebook.
I've seen. I looked these questions up on a special Google search, and I don't know. No,
Jack,
anyway. Hey, I'll tell you that Miss A0 used to come in, and I watch these murder mystery movies on a network called LMN. She said, that means Ladies Movies Network. I said, bullshit. I said, it means Lonely Men's Network. And I said, I watch these because then I'll know if you're putting poison in my food and you're going to kill me. I'm learning. So, but anyway.
Colin, we got work to do, brother, when we get together in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I got to tell you.
I bet Jack watches Pretty Woman, didn't you?
It's man up.
Hey, if you're a man and you didn't watch Pretty Woman, there's something messed up with you, man. Because you should have watched Pretty Woman. Every guy wants to get a stripper that they marry. I mean, come on, how great is that?
Yeah.
And then you find she used to be a guy. Oh, come on. Anyway, so take. All right, so take a lunch ride for work and you haven't returned. So you go to work and you go, hey, I'm going to go out and get one of those ultimate burgers and just don't come back.
Yeah, I've done this plenty of times.
Okay.
I've done this plenty of times. You just get out there on the ride, you start going, you go get something to eat and the weather's good, or you get lost in time.
Cool.
Yeah, I've done this.
I've done it, but I usually go back to work. I look at it this way as an extended lunch.
Okay, nice.
Is this on the bike or in the truck?
This is on the bike.
I don't take the bike to work enough, so I don't know, but I got potential at doing that for sure.
Okay.
Potential.
Yeah, Pop just blows off work. He's like, well, I hope my guys are working today and everybody should be at work. Why is all these motorcycles out here? They should be working. It is like 10 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Jack, I thought about you on my last video where I saw a bunch of bikes. I'm like, these people should be working. I'm like, Jack's gonna watch this, text me and go, dude, was this like Tuesday afternoon in the middle of the day or what?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like, it is what it is, but I can't do this because I would, my afternoon students would be like really lost without me. All right. Would you rather play poker or play bridge? look at them. Well,
who the hell plays bridge?
What's bridge? What's bridge? That's a chick flick, isn't it?
Did you play bridge watching Pretty Woman?
Watching Lifetime channel
on the Women's Network.
Yeah. I gotta say poker.
Okay.
Poker.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't know the first thing about bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poker. And Jack, if you're gonna say bridge, just lie, please, and say poker.
Bridge.
Like gin rummy or something. Or Uno.
Go fish.
Would you rather play the lottery and take a chance or save your money to buy bike parts?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah, that is a real good question. I'm gonna tell you what, I save the money and buy the bike parts. I'm not good at gambling. I've never won anything, so save the money and buy the bike parts.
Good. Colin.
I'm not a gambler until it reaches 300 million.
Okay.
Then you're trying it.
Then I'm gonna try it. Not 290, but that 300. That's gonna make a
300.
difference.
Don't get me started. Playing the lottery is a sucker's game, and it takes away from people that don't have money, and I don't think we should do it. So, no, I save money for bike parks.
Yep.
Okay. And I think I would save the money. Of course, I'm like Colin, like most people in the world, if it's 300 million, not that 50 million wouldn't be nice, but 300 million would be a lot nicer, right? This next question, we're checking out man cards. So would you rather go swimming with your wife or go riding and tell your wife, just go ahead and go swimming with a friend?
I'm gonna go riding.
Okay.
I mean, if I can. I mean,
No, that's fair. That's what I wrote
my
for.
first. Yeah, go riding.
Okay.
This one's easy. Riding.
Right.
Riding.
Right.
It all depends who her friend is. If her friend's some kind of like big dude with big muscles, then I'll probably go with her swimming. But if it's with another girl, then I'll probably just...
Jack, your rapid fire questions are concerning. Colin, we should have an intervention after the show.
Yeah, they really are, dude. I'm a little concerned.
Do you go grocery shopping with your wife?
Here's another.
See?
Did you consult Mary today, or
What? Yeah.
Are these Mary's questions?
No.
These questions come from watching too many chick flicks.
Now you're not going to ride with me anymore, huh? You'd be like, I ain't ride with that dude.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Groceries, that turns into a 3-hour event.
Okay. Colin, you go grocery shopping with your wife?
not really? I don't like shopping.
Cool. Bob?
I would say no, unless she's got to go get like something heavy, like cat litter or something like that. I will do that, but honestly, she'd rather go grocery shopping without me too. So it works out.
Yeah, and I quit some years ago when I started picking up stuff, and I'm like, how much is this? And I would put it back, and she's like, we do need that item. And it's like, so I don't go. Do you think having too many throw pillows on your bed is a good idea or a bad idea?
What?
Dude, I'm coming to your house tomorrow for an intervention.
What's
I'm
going
on my
on?
way after the show.
No,
Holy
think about
crap.
it. I normally go to bed at night, so I have to take off the 10 throw pillows and take them off every night, put them on the floor. And then she has to put them back tomorrow in the morning when she makes the bed. So do you think that's too many, or should you not have any on your bed?
I don't control that realm. I just knock them down and go to sleep.
All right, there you go. Yours might be gnomes, Colin, but
no, I mean, I just have 2 pillows, and that's it, and I keep those in there. But normally, if like 1 or 2 throw pillows, I'll just throw them on the ground and then pick them up the next day.
okay. Bob?
John Thompson says in the chat, "Oh my God, there's an underlying theme with Jack." I don't know. I got to tell you what, John. I agree with you 100%. You know what? I'll tell you my take, and I have a confession. One is I'm like you guys. I throw pillows. I don't get that whole thing, right? My wife and our kids are grown up. They don't live here. I don't know why we do that. I think it's ridiculous. And 2, I like a lot of pillows when I sleep. I don't know why it is. It's a little weird, but I got to have 3 or 4 pillows. But throw pillows, no.
Yeah, and I just kind of gave you my take on it. Like I said, you got to take them off every night and put them back every morning. And who's coming in your house during the day when you're working to look at your bed? I don't know. Just something I think about. Here's a man question. Finally,
Thank God.
You're out on a 100-mile bike ride. How many videos will you shoot for YouTube?
1.
Okay.
1.
Jack, you and I talk about this all the time. I used to be like you and me, and I know Andy's just getting started. I'd run 4 or 5 videos. Now it's 1 because I want to enjoy the ride, and I want it to be quality stuff, right? So I'm doing 1. I think Andy's doing the right thing, by the way, for what it's worth, as you get started. But for me, 1.
Yeah, normally in a 100-mile ride, if something comes to my mind, I usually do 2. Just how long is a video? 13 minutes, and you're out for 5 or 6 hours riding. So, and so I do, and I mean it's very honest. Now, will I use both of those? Maybe not, but at least I have them.
Hey, Jack, Harley 103 has a question. The next
Go
question
ahead.
he wants to know, is it going to be pink or purple, question mark?
Let me see. What was that? Harley 103.
Them fighting words.
Probably purple, I would say. I mean, I think that's the more gay color. Just saying. Anyway, let's move on. All right, but we'll go around the horn here, say our goodbyes, and as I said, MJ, hang in the green room here a little bit with us, but I'll let MJ, I'll let you go first. You can say your final goodbyes here to the crowd and give us any of your final thoughts.
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Thank you for everyone that has motivated me to even start my channel and take their time out of their busy day to watch the videos that I produce. And stay blessed and ride safe.
Cool.
MJ, thank you very much for taking an hour out of your night to join us. You're a very, very cool guy, and I appreciate you very much. And if you haven't, I don't know if you put it in the description or not, Jack, but make sure
Yes, I will put a link in.
Make sure you check out his channel. Give him some love from the side chat. But thank you guys. Thanks as always for the folks in the side chat. I know we had some fun with Jack and his estrogen-laden questions tonight, but we enjoyed it. So thanks, guys.
Yeah. Hey, thanks again, MJ, for your service. Thanks for being on. And you know what? We normally have people on here that not only have good channels but are good people, and it's obvious that you're one of those. So I'd encourage everybody to check out your channel and welcome to being on the show. So hopefully you won't need therapy afterwards. So thanks, man. We appreciate you.
I'm thinking about throw pillows now all the time.
Pink or purple.
We'll man you up. We'll talk to you later.
We will. All right. And as everybody said, MJ, thank you very much for being on. I tried for like 6 months to finally get you on.
Yep.
You're one of the greatest YouTube wrenchers on YouTube. And I know you told me the other night it takes a lot of time to do those videos. And you know what? Just keep doing it. Take your time and do them because we need you, right? We need you and your wife on there putting those out. So I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody in the chat room. We do appreciate all of you also. And we will see everybody next week. I believe it's going to be the same time, same bat station. Have a good night. And
It'll be next week is me, right?
Sunday, 6 p.m. Right?
Sunday, 6 p.m.
Sunday at 6 p.m. on Colin's channel. You also find him as Bronco Ride. He already has a wonderful, wonderful person lined up. Not as wonderful as, MJ, but not everybody can be as great as him.
I'll give you a hint.
What's the hint?
We give a hint. He's going to be lit.
He's going to be what?
Lit. So
Lit.
people that can figure that out, you'll know who the guest is. Or you'll find out in a couple of days when I post it.
He's going to be lit. All right, everybody. Thank you. We will see you next week. Bye now.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.